We're back, Marty Schuttes and I, doing the 2015 product review, and now we're doing what, Marty?
Okay, so we're going to do, it's by Artec, and it's an appetizer maker, and that's what this contraption is right here. You're thinking, well,
That's right, so you can all see it. We've already put the sandwiches. Can we get a close-up of this real? Okay. All right, so we've already made the sandwiches, right? And what we're going to do, Mert, is we are going to actually cut them, and then you'll see them, because guess what I want to do? Are you ready for this?
Okay.
This year, what I'm going to do, we have a bride. She is 84 and he is 82.
Oh my goodness.
And we're going to have a Chef You and I show. We're going to do a bridal shower with hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, fun. Yeah.
And tea, whatever.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is we've already got them stacked in there, right? So we're going to cut them just like this. You just go like that, right? Here's one. You can show it, Mart.
There we go.
Okay. And then we've got another one right here.
What I like about this is it keeps everything uniform, too. So if
I'm going to go ahead and cut this, and then I'll slide it out. Just a second.
Yeah, so if I had like big bread or French bread and wanted to do that, then layer it and do like a Reuben sandwich, you could do that, or some type of cookies or brownies, or they have a whole bunch of neat ideas in the booklet that they send along with it. Just too, because you know, when you're doing appetizers, what I find is people tend to eat if you cut them in smaller pieces.
Look at that.
That is very pretty.
That's really pretty. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this on a plate.
And then it's all uniform.
And it's all uniform. It's really sweet. And you could do it with anything. You could do chicken salad. You could do petit four. You could do all kinds of different things. And these are really sweet, aren't they?
It is, and people will tend to pick up little things like this and eat them too.
That's right. So we just did all of those. So we have like 8 or 10 of them, and I'm going to move this around because, you know, and then you could make lots of these, and the whole kit comes together in this. So we're going to do that, and we're going to wipe this up a little bit because Kathryn got a little messy with it, right? And that's what happens when you have, but you know, we could have done jelly and bananas or peanut butter and jelly, even for your kids, the kids or your grandkids.
Well, that's what I was just thinking, because you know, when things are different or they're fun or they're cool, kids will eat them.
Right.
You know, if you slap a sandwich down from them, it's like, okay, fine. But you know, you can kind of make this kind of fun. And the neat thing is kids could do this too. They could do that themselves.
We could even do a little show with kids, and we could do different kinds of breads, right? And jellies, and that's what I like. And you know, the nice thing about it is it's organic, and it doesn't have a lot of sugar in it. And you can order the bigger jars, right, of the appetizer, and you can do this at home. And you know, it's funny because I'm getting ready to go to the houseware show again.
Oh, fun! Oh, the
so
cool
I'll be bringing lots of products back for us to test, right? But talk about the recipes that they have in the Aptec.
Yeah, they had some really neat ones too in here. I liked pizza stacks. Who doesn't love pizza anyway? But this would be kind of a fun way to do that. You could do lasagna stacks. The one that caught my eye, which is kind of neat, again for the shower or for something summery, is a summer vegetable stack, and that's really popular, I think.
Let me show that. This is really cool.
I think that could be really popular, and it's pretty. It displays well, and that's part of, I think, part of having a successful party too, is having things that display really well.
And you know, the other one is the Greek gyro stacks, or the Mediterranean veggie stacks, and that would be for somebody who was a vegetarian or is watching what they're eating. And you can do all kinds of breads. That you can stack in there, and you could use flatbreads. Can you think of some of the other things that you could use, Marty?
I would probably use some kind of like the hard roll bread too, because you know what the nice thing is it keeps it together, so you're uniformly cutting it. You know, how many times do you make something and it's sliding all over the place and you can't keep it together? This would keep it together really nice. And you could even, if you stacked it up even more, you could even put toothpicks in it too. And then it would be easy just to, you know, slide out and then put on a tray versus trying to put toothpicks in and not really being able to measure it right and not cutting it straight. I would have pieces that were this big, and I'd have pieces that were this little big.
So these all came out even, which was really sweet. You know, and that's a really pretty, we did it in We did it in pear, ginger, and we did it in cranberry habanero. And I mean, people love this kind of look for this type of thing, right? So it's the Architect appetizer maker. And what kind of what do you think star-wise we're going to give this one?
I like this one too. I'd probably go with it pretty much on a 5 on it too, because it's easy to clean up too. It's dishwasher safe, and even if you don't have a dishwasher, it would be easy to clean that. You're just swooshing it through some, hot soapy water, rinsing it, and it's good to go. It's plastic. It stores easy. And
it's a heavy duty plastic. It's not.
Yeah, it's not flimsy in any way.
And everything comes with it. All the different pieces fit together. Okay, like this goes on the bottom, right? And this slider. I love the slider. The slider is the coolest thing ever. And you just slide it out and you have everything. And then you have the cutter that comes with it too. But I have to tell you, I need an assistant. Oh no, I just moved this right there. Okay, or we can just put it right here for a minute. I have to tell you about what just happened recently. I was in New Orleans. Well, you know me, and you know cookbooks, right? Well, I found 2 really cool cookbooks that I wanted to show you. The Oak Alley Plantation Cookbook, right, and Big Mama's Old Black Pot. Now, I have to tell you, I'm a recipe and cookbook person.
You're a collector.
Collector of cookbooks, and I really love Southern cooking. Unfortunately, some of the recipes in Southern cooking are pretty top-heavy.
Yes.
For our healthy cooking show, The Chef, You and I. So we're going to do a challenge, Mart, you and I.
Okay.
And we're going to take recipes out of these 2 cookbooks, and we are going to make them lighter.
Okay.
Okay. So just look in there, and you just pick out a recipe, girl.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
And I'm going to pick out one. Just pull.
Oh, of course, the first thing I turn to is Toll House Deluxe Cake, because I am a chocoholic. That's pretty funny.
You are. Well, I'm going to try. Well, I don't know how I could do that one. That would be tough. But the savory chicken I could help.
Oh, that would be good.
Okay, that would be really cool. Let me tell you some of the ingredients real quick, and then you tell me yours. 1 fryer, 1 chicken fryer. A 1/4 of a cup of bacon fat. We could make that better. 1/3 of a cup of green peppers. Those are all right. The onion, the garlic, the 2 cups of tomatoes, the tomato sauce, salt, pepper, celery, and bay leaves. I could use something different than bacon. To give that a little bit, but that's got some fat in it. But the chicken itself is. Got enough fat in it that we could deal with it, but we could use some sort of like I could use bacon bits or something like that to give it the bacony flavor. And then what else did you see in there that you really liked?
Well, what I struggle with too is I love pasta also.
Ooh, I love pasta
and just
too.
to give you an idea, a piece of heaven over pasta. This one has a 1/2 stick of butter. Like again, you said the onions, the bell peppers, fresh mushrooms, garlic, or things like that.
Those are all fine.
1/2 and 1/2. That's heavy.
Well, actually, we could make it into maybe a yogurt or something like that, or whatever, or skim milk or something like that.
Yeah, and then of course your angel hair pasta.
And you could use wheat pasta, or you could use something else. Angel hair isn't really that heavy. So we could probably do that pretty easily.
It sounds like the sauce on this would be what would need to be reduced a little bit.
You need to cut that down. But I'll tell you the thing that I fell in love with, or my husband fell in love with, was beignets. Do you know what beignets are?
No, I don't.
They're the donuts.
Oh, yum.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know how many calories they are, but we went to a wonderful place in New Orleans that they're very famous for their beignets. And guess what? First thing we did was eat beignets. And my stomach went, oh. I thought I'm going to gain 20 or 30 pounds here. But, it was, Bill loved him, and I'm not sure if I like him or not, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe if the beignet had something in the center of it besides just air
Yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
I'd like it better. But you have chicory coffee and you have beignets.
Oh, wow.
And so we are going to make beignets on the show.
that
Every
sounds
once in a while
good.
you can have something like that,
That's
right?
You can treat yourself once in a while.
You can treat yourself once in a
if
while.
you plan for it. That's what a friend of
That's
mine
right.
always says. If
So
you
on the
plan for
cooking
dessert.
show, we're going to do beignets.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And on that note, we need to take a short break.
Okay.
And we'll be right back, and we're going to be talking about some other products, including, you're going to love this, a thing that when you go to the airport, you know exactly how many pounds you're weighing in your suitcase. We'll be right back on Born B464 with Marty Schuttes and myself, Kathryn Raaker, after these messages.